afternoon, all of you. Welcome back to one more session of our TATR live video from Mamla zone of Tadoba Andheri Tiger Reserve, Chandrapur, Maharashtra. Today we are going to explore this Mamla zone. Interestingly, it just started last year, 2019 March, and it's a new area which is open for tourism. So let's see what all we can find today in the park. Well, the moment we entered, there's a girl there standing and staring at us. This looked like a bit a shy one. And another one, which far away, staring at us and slowly walking away. Looked like a big male. Just walked away into the bamboo thickets. As usual, we are going to check some of the water holes, some new roads. Let's see if we can find some animals and birds ahead. We just reached a lake here. It's called Govardhari Lake, and we saw a group of langurs. Some of them are coming down to drink water. Can you all see? There's a little one right next to the mother. It's trying to pull another one to get some water. They're all waiting their turn to go and get some water. It's a big troop of langurs. Did you all know that a troop of langurs are actually called a barrel of langurs or barrel of monkeys? That's what the collective noun. In Africa, they use a lot of collective nouns for different animals. They do see a lot of big animals in group of big animals, but in India we don't often use it. But still, if you see a group of monkeys, you can call it a barrel of monkeys. Well, the other side of the lake, there's a gaur peacefully drinking water with the company of two cattle egrets. And if you look carefully to the right, there's a tiny bird there. That's a red wattle lapwing baby there, a chick of red wattle lapwing. It's right behind that grass there. The mother just flew behind the gaur now. Oh, also, there's a black-headed ibis just landed right behind the gaur. Is walking behind the gaur now. It comes out another side. Look at that gaur, it's staring at us.
So well friends, this tree is called as Manilkara hexandra. It is also referred as the fruit of kings. So if you take a closer look on any of the leaves or the stem, and if you just pluck any stem or the leaf, you'll find a milky substance coming out from the leaves, and hence the name suggests khirni. In Sanskrit, it's called as kheer. The milky product coming out from these leaves is called khirni. So this fruit in ancient times it is referred as the fruit of kings. The kings used to eat this fruit to keep or restore their beauty and youth. So next time when you want to visit a spa, better save your money and plant this tree and restore your youth. This tree is a tropical tree and mostly found in regions like China, Myanmar, Indonesia, and in India you will find it in Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra. But nowadays it is very difficult to find fruits of these trees in the market. Well, according to Ayurveda, the fruits of this tree has a cooling effect, and the leaves of this tree make a good fodder, and also the glue extracted from the bark of this tree is used in cleaning leather surfaces.
The tree just now we saw was a Kirni tree or a Ceylon ironwood or a milk tree. It's a dry evergreen tree. If you look to your left and right, all those trees what you see here, most of these trees are dry deciduous trees, but the tree what you saw just now was a Kirni tree.
So here we find one more huge khirni tree, and to let you know, this tree can live up to 500 years if not disturbed or tapered. In Madhya Pradesh district, there's a district called Mandavgarh. It has a seat of royalty and the trees bearing the Rajfal. We are on our regular foot patrolling, friends, and I know it's your concern and it's my duty. My staff is there to accompany me, and we see to that we are safe around. We have vigilant eyes around us, and the ears are always open. And we also know we have to protect this area, since it is well said that the foots of the forester are fertilizers to the forest. That means there are certain areas which you cannot reach by vehicle. So foot patrolling is very important in terms of protecting it from threats like poachers and some illegal activities happening in forest. So this is how it is. As you can see, a small hip of water here. I'll give you an example how things can turn really better. To check this water hole during summer times, we use litmus paper to see whether if any unwanted substance is not added in the water. So just by roaming into the vehicle, it looks a very rosy picture. But can you imagine in this heat of Chandrapur, we, the staff, the forest department, is patrolling day and night. So friends, we have arrived to a water hole, and this is a very stable machan used by us during animal census. और एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग पेड़ मिला है हमें यहाँ. ऐसा माना जाता है कि एक अमृत का बूंद धरती पर गिरा था और इस पेड़ का जन्म हुआ था. और इस पेड़ को हरिडा बोलते हैं, या टर्मिनालिया चेबुला, द साइंटिफिक नेम ऑफ दिस ट्री. इस पेड़ को हरिटाकी भी बोला जाता है. हर मतलब गॉड शिवा. टर्मिनालिया चेबुला एक फ्लावर ग्रीन एवरग्रीन नेटिव स्पीशीज़ है एशिया की. और इसका एक बहुत ही फेमस और इफ़ेक्टिव मेडिसिनल यूज़ हमने कई लोगों ने सुना होगा, त्रिफला. जो इसके फल है उसे ड्राई करके इस त्रिफला में यूज़ करते हैं. A very distinctive characteristic of Terminalia species is this nodes at the base of the leaves. You will only find in Terminalia species. This glands you will see at the base of Terminalia species.
It's a hot afternoon, and you can see a Indian roller sitting and drinking water. While drinking, he is staring at us. Well, we found a oriental honey buzzard. Few days ago, we learned about how to identify this bird. I hope you all remember that. Look at that. It's look like a large pigeon. The structure of this bird is like a pigeon. We got to see another beautiful bird here. That's Indian golden oriole. Can you all see that? It's a beautiful bright yellow bird with a black marking on the wing. Interestingly, you don't see this bird throughout the year here. You will see them mainly in summertime. It's actually a summer visitor here. It's got nice pink beaks, nice black patch on the eyes. Let's go ahead and check some other areas, some new roads. Let's see what we can find ahead. We saw a group of birds here. Can you all see these birds here? That's a cat egret. Usually you see this bird sitting on the ground or following some goats or some other cattle or some deer. But these all birds are sitting on the tree. When we look carefully, then we realize they are actually trying to catch all the cicadas around here. And it seems like that roller caught a cicada. Can you all see that? We got to see some really interesting animal here. That's a four-horned antelope female or a chausinga. She's standing there and staring at us. It's a shy animal. It's running away. Now we are going to check a small water hole, and after that we will check out a river there. What you are looking at a aerial view of Tadoba Tiger Reserve. If you look at the history of Tadoba Tiger Reserve, Tadoba National Park actually formed in 1955 and Andheri Wildlife Sanctuary in 1986 and Tadoba Tiger Reserve formed in 1995. So the Anteri, the name which derived from this river what you're seeing down here, it's the lifeline of Tadoba Andheri Tiger Reserve. This Anthari River is a perennial river which flows through most of the areas of Tadoba Tiger Reserve. And in hot summer months, lots of animals and birds take refuge here. They'll come and drink water. Sometimes they'll come and sit in the water. Without this river, this park would have been in a different stage altogether. Along this river, the trees what you see is most of the trees are called the riparian trees. They grow only next to these rivers. They'll have the green leaves throughout the year. I'm sure in hot summer, most of the big cats they prefer this kind of habitat. Well, we got to see a beautiful tree here. Can you all see this tree here? That's Mahua tree. It's a large tree with lot of red leaves. Interestingly, those who have been to Tadabar or any part of central India, you will see this tree throughout the place. This is one tree the villagers don't cut. This is a sacred tree. It just finished flowering last week, and now this tree got a lot of red leaves. And after 1 or 2 weeks, they'll get the proper green leaves. There's a fascinating story behind this. I mean, what you're looking at, these red leaves, these are all tender leaves, and it got a bit of toxin in its leaves. And the red color is an indication to the predators like primates or like langurs or any other insects. Don't eat me, no, I am poisonous. Eventually, these red leaves tend to a proper green leaves, which will be much harder than these tender leaves, and it will be a natural protection from the predators like insects or other monkeys. They will start avoiding these harder leaves also. That's how they survive. Now we are going to check out a large lake there. It's called Navatalak. Hopefully, we'll see some animals and birds there. We are slowly approaching this lake. There's quite a few birds here, and three egrets and one painted stork. And that's a better view of the painted stork and egrets. Look at that. The painted stork is trying to catch some fish. Here there is a group of cattle egret, quite a few of them in breeding plumage with a golden head. And those who don't have the golden head, those are the non-breeding plumage. And few egrets in the water, those are little egrets. And here there is a spot-billed duck. Look at that. The tip of the beak is yellow. Look at that. They are fighting and playing in the water. They're enjoying it. That looks like some serious fight. We just heard a spotted deer alarm call. Let's go and check the road ahead. There are a few spotted deer standing and staring at us. Few alarm calls, but only one deer is giving alarm call. It may be a false alarm. We are almost end of our safari today. Hope you all enjoyed the safaris. Today we got to learn quite a few trees and few birds and few animals also we got to see it. So thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe our TATR 4K live. Stay tuned. We'll be back with another episode. Thank you.
So friends, we are at the end of the day. I would like to end with a small message. I often see the tourists coming out after the end of the safari with sad faces just because they don't sight a tiger. But I want to tell you, behind the hunt of this tiger, you are missing such wonderful open jewels of the forest. So don't get disheartened just because you haven't seen the tiger. I'm going to give you a good reason to be happy, proud, and unknowingly you all have been doing a noble cause. So during your safaris, where the guides and drivers accompany you, are the people staying in and around the villages of Tadoba. So this tourism is providing employment to them, and indirectly this is reducing the dependency of theirs on forests. So you are helping them to give employment, and indirectly this is protecting the forest. So isn't it a noble cause? So next time when you come here, don't get disheartened when you don't see a tiger. Enjoy the flora, fauna, and other interesting relationship between the wildlife and fauna of the nature.